Well, as the Packers come to town, they come with a two-time MVP quarterback who owns the highest career passer rating in the NFL, guys. So for the first question today, I want to know, what is the Giants' defense best approach at stopping Aaron Rodgers?
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you, it's hard either way, but I'm going to say you got to stop the run because they're a more balanced team.
Stopping the run, stopping Aaron Rodgers. I think if you want to stop Aaron Rodgers, hit him early, hit him often if you can. I know our team hasn't gotten a lot of pressure, but if you can get to him, it rattles him. He doesn't like to be hit.
Well, no quarterback likes to be hit. But if you don't stop the run, you're not going to stop Aaron Rodgers passing the ball.
Well, keep him in the pocket, hit him a little bit, and we'll see.
Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, both the Aarons are going to be a point of emphasis for this Giants defense. Now, we look at the Giants' offensive side of the ball. Will the Giants have more success on their offense, running or passing?
Well, they haven't had a lot of success running the football. They better figure it out. I think it has to be more success running.
I think running would be great, but the way it looks right now, they're going to have to start doing a short passing game, trying to get Saquon the ball out in space, hit him on some quick screens, hit him on something just to the outside, some flare patterns. That will help set up the run because you'll have to loosen up the defense. Somebody, I think Slayton has to go deep a couple times in this game if Daniel has the time to get it downfield. If he can get a big hit downfield, the run game will open up drastically.
Well, here's the thing about that.
Uh-oh.
There's going to be weather.
Yes, it is.
So you're going to have to put your snow tires on and run the football.
Hopefully he's ready for the weather.
You are, in essence, a lot like this man sitting next to me because it was kind of no one knew what to expect. Can you talk a little bit about what that process was like for you saying, I got to be ready when it's my time?
Yeah, I mean, it was something that, and obviously Slay can attest to this, is just even when you're not there, you might be injured or you're not necessarily in the lineup, there's things that you can do mentally to keep yourself a part of the game, to keep yourself into it and understand what you have to do once your number is called and once you get out there on the football field, which leads to my next question. You and Daniel Jones have created such a great rapport. What do you think that's attributed to on the football field and the practice field and how it's translating on game day?
I think just the amount of time we spent together. I mean, literally, we both stepped out here day one, and from that point forward, have kind of been repping together, whether it was when we were both second, third-ish team, we were still repping, and then as we both kind of worked our way to the first team, we still rep together. So I think just the consistent repetition we've had since we got here has paid off.
This is the thing about it. The Green Bay Packers are no longer Rodgers reliant. They want to run the ball and they want to have balance, and they don't care how many people you have in the box. Let's count them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys in the box. So they're going to block it. You have to stop it. You have more numbers. They have 9 guys in the box here, Bob, but you get a guy free to the ball there, missed tackle. Freeze it here, you got a guy here who's unblocked. All he has to do is find the football and make the play. He's unblocked. He goes the wrong way. Now they're out and running, and you have to be able to tackle. When you have the advantage at the line of scrimmage, you cannot give them any opportunities to break through the line.
Now let's take a look at the Packers on the defensive side of the ball. And Carl, they spent some money in the offseason on defense, and they added some pass rushers. Here's an example of what they do to get to the quarterback.
Well, here, let's take a look. This is something that's not unfamiliar to this Giants offensive line. They've got 3 guys. The offense has 3 guys. But you have to communicate, and we say this every week because it's a basic twist. Take a look at the guard and tackle. We'll let it run. It's just a basic twist. Tackle's out, 1 guy over the guard. Now they switch. Now the guard stays on his guy, and guess what happens? He's too late coming off the twist, and the quarterback is sacked. So the numbers add up. They just have to make sure that they communicate and pass off the twist. Coach, as you look at this Green Bay team, and you're familiar with them, but it seems as though they're not as Rodgers reliant, if you will. They seem to want more balanced run pass.
I think that's fair, but I think the dangerous thing for an opponent when you play the Packers, obviously, is Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously he gets the ball out quickly at times. He can stand in there strong and make the throws necessary, but he's also one of those guys that can make those off-schedule plays and throw those 60-yard checkdowns that can open a game up. So the fact that he's playing quarterback makes him extremely dangerous, but they are trying to be more balanced in terms of the run game and some of the things that you haven't seen from them in previous years.
What about them defensively? They made some moves in the offseason. They brought in some pass rushers. Just talk about stylistically their defense and sort of the way they want to attack you.
Yeah, well, Mike Pettin, you know, they're a 5-on-the-line defense, much like we play. And they added the Smith brothers on the outside, and they do a really good job of creating pressure. Very similar scheme to what we faced last week, and in a lot of ways similar scheme to what we try to play. And then in nickel, those guys become the edge rushers. And so that's sort of where it starts up front for them.
Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers for a second. This guy may be one of the most difficult quarterbacks to defend because he can throw the long ball, the quick release short ball. He can hit anything from sideline to sideline. Could you talk about the difficulties in trying to gauge the guy who's got that kind of talent?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult with him. Just like I said, he can do it all. He can, you know, throw the ball all kind of ways, and deep, short, whatever you need him to throw the ball. And, you know, he's able to extend plays, too, with his feet, too. So, you know, it's one of those things that we have to, you know, make sure we do our job in trying to contain him, get pressure on him, and, you know, hopefully he makes a bad throw or something. We got to, you know, create some turnovers out there and stuff. To me, I think it's about making sure he doesn't, you know, have the ball as much as, you know, so.
Harry, in the red zone, Packers are number 3 in the NFL in terms of efficiency. It's something like 65%. How much of that do you think is because of Rodgers' mobility?
I think a lot, you know, because here's a guy who is a pocket passer, but he also can improvise. He can buy extra time. He can get away from the rush. And when he can do that, it's going to put so much more pressure on the secondary. So it's incumbent upon the defense to play well, much like San Francisco did last week, collapsing the pocket and not allowing him to get out.
Hey Giants fans, Jabril Peppers here. Want to be the first to see Giants videos? Subscribe now.